Hello everybody, Lonna Lamb here. Welcome to my studio. It is an absolutely gorgeous day today and I am so excited to be here to share with you my top 9 things that I think are a must-have in every artist studio. I use them every single time that I create my artwork. They are always close at hand and I can't wait to share with you what they are. So let's get started. All right, everybody, I am going to show you today what I think the top 9 things are that every artist should have in their studio. They are invaluable to me. I use them every single time that I paint. There isn't a time I paint that I don't use these 9 things. So let's get right into it. The first thing that I think that you need is a chalk pencil. Now, not just any kind of chalk pencil. You want a ceramic lead one. This is one that you can use on a multitude of surfaces, and I do sell them on my website. But they are invaluable to me, and the reason they are is because I can draw directly onto my painting. If I need to add a line somewhere or not sure where my shadow line needs to be, I can put this on, and it will disappear with paint or water and just blend in with your paint. So I think it's invaluable. So this is number 9. All right, number 8 is a very ultra fine sanding pad or a brown paper bag. Both of these will do exactly the same work, especially if you have something that just got a little bit of raised area in it and you want to soften it down. Brown paper bag is going to be the way to go, but I always lightly sand my surface before I put my varnish on so that I've got a very smooth surface to put on. So this is number 8, a very fine sanding pad, or you can use a brown paper bag. All right, number 7 is brush cleaner. And it really doesn't matter what brush cleaner that you use, as long as you use something that is a good quality for your brushes. This one is great because it has linseed in it, and I do also have a hand soap that is very similar to this that I use at my sink to clean my brushes. This one I take with me when I travel. This one here is a Deco Art product. You can get it at decoart.com. This one is a general pencil product. I take this one when I travel because before I pack my brushes away, I like to give them a good cleaning if I can. So this one is very nice to take when I travel, and I use it a lot in my travels. It will clean oil paint, watercolor, acrylic. It's a great product. This one is also from General Pencil. And this is the one that I keep in a little container by my sink. It's a green paint soap, sorry, and it does very well for cleaning my brushes at the sink. So, you know, I have some options here, and all of these are good options. So a good brush cleaner is a definite must-have in your studio, and that was number 7. Number 6 is a misting bottle. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I use this every single time that I paint. I mist clean water onto my palette. It puts all different sizes of dots of clean water on my palette. So with my brush, if I am floating and I need a little bit of moisture in my brush, I don't want to go dip it into my dirty water in my water basin. I'm going to go to my palette where I have spritzed some clean water drops on there and grab some clean water for my paintbrush. Very invaluable tool. I never ever paint without that. All right, 5. A white eraser. You guys have all seen me use this particular white eraser. I do sell this one on my website. It clicks down like a pen, and it's a triangled one, so that is very nice. You can cut it with scissors and get some sharp edges on it. I also have this one from Hobby Lobby, I believe. It's a Papermate one. You can probably get it at Walmart, and it also clicks down like a pencil. It's a very small one, so if you've got some small areas that you need to erase. And then I have a Factus one, and it is also good. As long as it is a white plastic eraser, it is good to erase your paint. You can use these to erase any paint that you've put on your project as long as your paint has not cured. And it is very important how you erase it. You want a little bit of water, clean water, on the area that you're going to erase, whether you dip the end of this in water and go directly to your project, or take a paintbrush and put some water on your project. You need a little bit of moisture to loosen that paint. And then very gently erase. You don't want to push too hard, because if you push too hard or too long in one area, you're going to go all the way through every single layer of paint down to your surface. And you don't want to do that. So it's very light erasing, a layer at a time. Erase a little bit, wipe it off. See how it looks. Add a little more water, gently erase a little bit more, wipe it off. Very important tool. I always have it handy because it never fails that I put paint somewhere I don't want, or I have put it somewhere and then I realize I don't like it. So always have a white eraser handy in your studio. Number 4 is either a 2-inch foam roller or just a sponge. I use these every single time I paint, one or the other, to paint my background colors on. Even if I'm doing multiple colors, I can do it with the foam roller or the sponge. Don't be afraid to use more than one color in your sponge. I have lots of videos out there where I show how to use more than one color on both. But these are excellent for not only painting on your background, getting it nice and smooth, thin layers which dry quickly so you can get on to the fun part of painting. But this sponge right here is what I apply my varnish with. Damp sponge. They both need to be used damp. Do not have them full of water. I fill them up with water. I squeeze it out, clean water. I squeeze out as much water as I can. I put it in a paper towel and I squeeze out any excess that's left in there. So the sponge is damp. The roller is damp. This keeps them from soaking up your product and keeping it in there for themselves. We want it to release it. We want it to just hold it until we're ready to apply it. So if you don't use them damp, it makes your job so much harder. And when you varnish with a sponge, you get such nice, smooth, thin layers. It is just gorgeous. I have used a sponge to varnish for years. I have refinished furniture and everything, and I always apply my varnish with a sponge. So this is number 4. All right, number 3. You cannot paint without making a mess or wanting to remove some paint on your background or somewhere in your painting. Baby wipes are your friend. Always have them. I buy them by the cases at Sam's. You see these are the Members Mark brand. I just buy a case of them at a time. And I use them not only to clean my table, clean my hands, clean my brushes when I get paint everywhere, but if I'm doing a background where I want some kind of mottled effect, then I can use the baby wipes to remove some of the paint in the background, and it does an amazing job of creating a texture in the background. I have also used them when I have splattered in the background and I want to soften those splatters out. Baby wipes work much easier and gentler than a paper towel does. So always have baby wipes in your studio. All right, number 2 is multi-purpose sealer. Doesn't matter what brand you use. This just happens to be my favorite go-to brand. I use it. There isn't a project that I don't paint that I don't use it on. A lot of times I won't use it on canvases. I'll just go in and gesso them, but multi-purpose sealer is important, and I do say this in all of my videos, how important it is, because it seals the surface. Okay, you can use it on wood, you can use it on glass, you can use it on metal, you can use it on plastic. It doesn't matter what you put it on. This is an absolute must product in your studio. Whatever you want to use as a sealer, it's so important. This particular one not only seals the surface so the paint doesn't soak into it like wood, but it also makes the paint stick to it. So if you're painting like on glass or metal or plastic or something, this is going to help the paint stick to the surface. It's not going to soak in, it's going to stick. You use less paint, smooth coverage. So this is a vital step, a vital product in your studio, at least in my studio. So I'm giving you everything that I could not do without in my studio. And the number one thing that you need in your studio is good quality brushes, you guys. I know when you're starting out, you just want to grab some cheap brushes at the store and start painting. And that's great. I do want you to do that when you're starting out, because those are brushes that you don't have to worry too much about and you can learn with them. But as you develop in your painting, you want to get a good quality brush, and you want to take care of that brush by cleaning it with some kind of brush cleaner, okay? So good quality brushes are important, and some can be very, very expensive. Mine, however, are not as expensive as others, and I have used these for years. If you take care of your good quality brushes, they will take care of you. Better brushes make your paintings better. So those are my 9 must-have things in your studio, at least my 9 must-have things. So I hope that you have picked up a tip here or there for the things that you should have in your studio. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you'll subscribe, give me a thumbs up, please like, comment, and share. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.